Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Volta Premier Ho, ATL FM Cape Coast, Bewa Radio Yendi and Radio Max Takrady. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Chief Executive Officer of Defunct Gold dealership firm Menzgold commits to another date to pay aggrieved customers their locked-up investments.
On the 20th October, we'll dish out the first batch of payment, and then it will continue in that mode and manner until the last man is paid.
But where is the money coming from?
I don't think I need to tell you, whose funds was it. It could be from my grandmother's cocoa, proceeds from my grandmother's cocoa farm.
Also, in the maiden edition of our Stories of Hope series, we'll tell you the uplifting stories of Johannes and Elijah, who fled abject rural poverty in search of a better life in the city, and their undying determination to beat the odds in the face of the biting economic crisis.
Okay, I still have the hope of becoming a journalist. I've put down plans to get there.
I've been doing some investment, so with that, I will gather it and do my personal business.
In business,
Governor of the Bank of Ghana gives indication of significant progress made by Ghana in passing first review of International Monetary Fund program next month. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And ahead of the NPP Super Delegates Congress, frontrunner in the race, Alan Tremantin, calls on delegates to listen to the cries of the people, insisting he represents the surest tool for victory in the 2024 elections.
They are looking for a leader who will help our party to break the 8 in 2024 and help NPP to succeed itself in power.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay tuned for details. Now, Chief Executive Officer of Defunct Gold dealership firm Menzgold has committed yet again to October 20th, 2023 to start paying customers their locked-up funds. However, Nana Appiah Mensah, popularly known as Nam1, says the payments will be subjected to verification. Responding to a Twitter space conversation hosted by Love FM's Austin Wood and GH1's Sawa Meher, Nana Appiah Mensah said he is committed to meet his debt obligation.
The plan is to commit one full calendar month to effect the verification exercise. We'll come up with a list that we are confident that we are indebted to, and then on the 19th we'll have a press conference which will be by myself and then the rest of the communications people, and we would bring a comprehensive, we'll report to the whole country as to the turn of event. Then on the 20th October, we'll dish out the first batch of payment, and then it will continue in that mode and manner until the last man is paid.
In 2018, the Bank of Ghana and the Finance Ministry shut down operations of Menzgold, resulting in the seizure of all its assets after instituting legal action against it. So where is Nana Appiah Mensah getting the money to pay customers?
I don't think I need to tell you, whose funds was it. It could be from my grandmother's cocoa, proceeds from my grandmother's cocoa farm. For me, what is important is that I owe people, and so long as the money is legal and it doesn't.
Now, when you say it doesn't breach. You have already said that you are different from.
Do you want to let me answer or not?
Okay,
please?
sir.
Thank you. We are indebted, and the said debt has to be paid. And where the money is coming from, so long as the source of the funds, does not infringe, on any anti-money laundering, law or regulation, it is fine.
Well, you had Nana Appiah Mensah, CEO of Menzgold firm, and I guess customers are happy to hear that information. Moving on, the economy has been unforgiving, but for Johannes and Elijah, abject rural poverty has made it even more unbearable. But the double blow of an economic crisis and rural life had done nothing to weaken their resolve to get a better life in the city. They're taking on the odds stacked against them and are determined to break the vicious cycle of poverty in their families. In the first edition of the series of hopes in the midst of a biting economic crisis, that Stories of Hope, I look at the exciting journey of Johannes and Elijah. Welcome to Accra. Here, to survive, one needs to be resourceful, resilient, and master all ingenuities to create a space to call home. Meet 27-year-old Johannes. He aspires to make it big in Accra. He lives in this kiosk in the heart of Spintex, the retail hub.
I never know people used to sleep in wooden structure. I never see some before.
Johannes' journey from KJB was tarred with hope and expectation. A good job to live his dream.
I want to be a politician. I want to go and do political science. But as time goes on, the dream changed.
With more than 5.4 million residents in Accra trying to make ends meet, Johannes is carefully looking to carve a niche for himself. He's working on opening a bread shop in addition to his factory work.
Where the system push you to, that's where you move. So when the system strike, you strike.
His friend Elijah wants to further his education and eventually become a journalist.
Okay, I still have the hope of becoming a journalist.
So have you put in place plans to reach there?
I would say yes. I've put down plans to get there. I believe in 2 to 3 years' time, I should be able to reach there.
And that's essence of the first edition of Stories of Hope. We'll be bringing you a full version in subsequent bulletins. Now, moving on, government has directed the Comptroller and Accountant General not to pay salaries and allowances for the month of August to members of the striking Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana. The directive was contained in a statement signed on behalf of the Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, which added that any arrears before August be paid. CTAC initiated the strike on August 1, citing government's failure to honor NLC's arbitral award orders and the negotiated conditions of service since May 2, 2023. Acting Director of GTEC, Professor Ahmed Jinapo, says the decision is to force the striking teachers to call off their strike.
In August, they didn't go to work. Notwithstanding whatever grievances that you have, you need to work within the spectrum of the law. In fact, National Labour Commission did direct them and they refused. So I think it's a lesson to all of us that you may have legitimate concerns, but those concerns need to be channeled and situated within the context of the rule of law. So the letter is very clear. They are going to be paid their arrears, but this month they didn't work, and as a result, their salaries are not going to be paid.
However, leadership of CTAC says they're not worried about the directive. President of the group, Prince Obinghima, says they will soon convene a meeting to respond to it.
This is not an unusual occurrence. Take the necessary advice from our experts who look at it and then explore the best possible legal option for our members.
Prince Obinghima is president of CTAC. In our election headquarters, frontrunner in the governing New Patriotic Party presidential race, John Allan Kwadwo Tremanting, has called on delegates to listen to the cries of the people, insisting he represents the surest tool for an NPP victory in the 2024 election. As the party gets set for this weekend's Super Delegates Congress, Allan says his 10-point agenda will transform and modernize the party for electoral victory. Elton Brobe has more.
John Allan Tremanting is making a fourth attempt at leading the NPP in a contest that has pitched him against the Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and 8 others. But the race is not new to him. The terrain is not new to him. And so are the kingmakers, the delegates. He is appealing to them to dig deep and consider the interests of the larger populace in arriving at a decision.
As delegates, you are representing not only your own interests, but also the interests of the rank and file of our party. They are looking for a leader who will help our party to break the 8.
The 67-year-old Allan is an indigene of Patasi near Kumasi in the Ashanti region, considered the political World Bank of the NPP. The region also holds the highest number of delegates in the NPP. But recent improved showings by the opposition NDC, especially in the 2020 election, seems to have drowned home the need for the NPP to select a candidate that will resonate well with the region. Member of Parliament for Botiano English Amanfom constituency, Sylvester Tete, says there's no better choice than Alan Chematin.
In the Ashanti region, in the last elections, 2016, Anado made over 76%. The subsequent elections, 2020, it dropped to 71%. NDC made almost 700,000 votes from Ashanti region. That poses the biggest threat to our party going forward. And the popularity of Alan Chematin in the Ashanti region was tested when we did a draw, so work.
But surely there must be more to the candidate than just a name and longevity. Alan Chematin has hopes in his 10-point agenda to transform and modernize the MPP by 2030 and lead the country to economic growth and prosperity.
And that was Elton John Brobe's report. Now, Ghana's biggest streets arts festival kicked off yesterday with a meditative procession through the principal streets of Accra. The week-long event has brought to town people from all walks of life to take part in the event. We'll be bringing you excerpts of this in subsequent bulletins. But remember, there are a lot of activities till Sunday. Make sure to visit Blackstone Square and also to enjoy arts, culture, entertainment, and more. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Chief Executive Officer of defunct gold dealership firm Menzgold commits to pay aggrieved customers their locked-up investments in October. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the morning show.